this is like an obvious or annoying question, but I got to know where Hyperska came from. Like, how did you synthesize these two special but different genres?
It's just like kind of creating the music that I like wanted to be the most excited about. I grew up like going to ska shows and listening to ska bands like when I got into punk and like DIY music and all that, but kind of got too cool for ska for a few years and then came back and I was like, wait, this it's been here the whole time, and it's been like such a part of me and like a good foundation of my musical upbringing and just like community upbringing too, because those like DIY ska shows where I met some of my first music friends, but also like getting into that SoundCloud emo trap stuff. And a lot of the production in those things is like super nostalgic, or like they'll take like, you know, mall emo and like pop punk riffs from 2004 and then put like 808s and like beats behind them and then just like write new songs with those like exact riffs. And I was like, this is so sick. Why is no one doing this with ska? And then I was like, I'm going to do it. This is going to be so fun. And then I started doing it and it was just like, this is amazing. I love hooks and I love earworms and fun, sugary, sweet choruses and silly lyrics that reference all kinds of goofy things. And while still tying it back and being emotional, that's the recipe essentially. And
I feel like at least the thread that both of those genres have in common is that they're fun, and I think we need more fun music right now. Like it's fun to have fun.
The ska resurgence we're seeing now is like the world around us is looking so grim and terrible most of the time. Like any sort of reprieve we can get from that is welcome.
You mentioned like the community of ska. Can you say a little bit more about that? Because I am curious of just like what, at least from your interpretation, like maybe what makes ska, like how does that formulate community to you?
Ever since like the third wave boom kind of fell off, you know, ska is like kind of the punk punching bag. If you find someone who also likes ska, like non-ironically, it's just like, oh, cool. You like instant connection. And I feel like you don't really see that in a ton of other scenes, maybe in like DIY, but even then it's kind of just flexing on people to see which cooler bands you like to a degree. But
yeah,
for ska, I feel like there's just this level playing field of like, oh shit, you like ska? Dude, me too. Have you heard this band? And it's like asking and like recommending bands is never about like feigning superiority because you know this handful of cool bands. It's like, oh, I enjoy this band so much, you will probably like them too because we are already the same in terms of taste.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that naturally fosters community and understanding and commonality.
Yeah.
And then you add like, you know, with all these new tone artists like pushing for inclusion of people of different genders and sexualities and being more inclusive on race and background, like it just creates such a diverse and like enriched community that I feel like you don't really see in a lot of other scenes. And it makes sense that it's happening with ska because like I said, that's kind of the background. The heart of the genre is like predisposed to creating community and being inclusive. So it just makes sense that it's all coming to a head and bringing everything together in this day and age. And thank fucking God.